Alright, I think I'm finally going to actually take myself serious and make a freaking YouTube video. It's only taken, let's see, what's today, the 3rd. I started trying doing this. I'm going to put my camera on my tripod. Cancel. I don't really know how to work my camera. Honestly, I just turn it on and sit down. So yeah, what is this video going to be about? OB to midwife care. Yes, okay. I gotta find a starting point. I'm really trying to like be as concise and clear and not ramble. I'm a Gemini rising, so I'm a rambler, okay? Anyways, so the reasons, I'm gonna say everything is like the main reason, but I'm gonna kind of like go like in like what's it called? Consequential order? Sequential order? Sequence? I'm gonna go in sequence. Okay, so the reasons why I left my OB. So to begin with, I didn't feel safe, okay? Like in the parking lot, there's like people like kind of like rummaging around, and by the front door, there's people that are like trying to talk to you, and just not the conversations I'm trying to have on the way to my prenatal appointment. I just didn't feel safe, essentially. Like I wouldn't want to go there unless Julian was with me. It just wasn't a super happy, smiley, secure, safe area. So that was one thing that I just already wasn't happy about. Second thing is, come up here. I remember two times specifically that I walked into the office and I was ignored. And I love you too. And I was just like, I'm not wearing camouflage. I'm not John Cena. Like, I know you can see me. At least tell me like hello, or like 1 second please, hold please, anything. Like it doesn't take much to make someone feel like a person. And I'm not trying to be like, when I walk into a space, everyone needs to bow down and kiss my feet. Is my baby crying? So besides like the greeting, another thing that really upset me coming into the space was that the room had no color. And I know like, what does that matter? You know, like I had Julian to talk to, I have my phone, but to me, I'm a person, like if it's gray outside, I'm sad. You know, I don't want to do anything, I'm upset, I'm pouting. So to be in a space where, like I said, I already have anxiety because it's early in my pregnancy, I already don't want to have OB care, you know, maybe I didn't get greeted, I had a hard time making it into the building, I had to like keep my head down, clutch my pearls, you know, like hide my face, and then I come into this room that's so flat and so neutral and so gray and so sad with no windows. I feel like I'm in a box, and it just, the lights are like, you know, the doctor lights, and it just smells like a doctor's office, and the floors are gray and the walls are gray and the chairs are gray, and it's just, there's not a lot of energy, there's not a lot of life or fun or enthusiasm. And it's like, this is my first pregnancy, I want some life. I want this whole experience of going to my prenatal appointments, getting my questions answered, to be an experience that I look forward to. But because the environment was so just low, it wasn't fun. And I know that may seem like insignificant, but to me, it was a really big deal. Okay, so besides that, besides like the environment being kind of lame, the fact that it was a clinic, there were always sick people around me. And the only reason that this is like an issue is that this was a time for me that was like full of like happiness and joy, and then I come into my appointments and there's babies that are just, you know, suffering, they're coughing, they're in pain, they're throwing up, they're getting shots, their moms are worried, trying to console them. There's just a lot of just kind of chaotic energy, and not in like a sense of like everything's unorganized and it's chaotic, but just the sense that like it just wasn't very happy. You know, there's just a lot of energy that wasn't uplifting, essentially. And you know, for me to see like, you know, I'm about to be a mom, and to see these babies that are sick and in pain, it just like, it's just not a good feeling. So that just made me sad. But then again, it is a clinic. Where else are these babies gonna go to get care? You know, I am happy that they are being seen, but the fact that like, I don't know, it just made me sad on top of the already sad environment. So that's really, there's like another reason, but I don't know if this is like rude, but it's not rude, it's just my experience. So in the appointment rooms, whenever the nurse, I think it's a nurse or it's a CNA that comes in before the OB, they ask you a series of questions. And this room is so like narrow and small that whenever she was asking me my questions, her back was faced, like her back was to me. So I'm like answering the questions like facing like the back of her head. So there isn't a lot of like eye contact or like human connection. It's just very disconnected. I just didn't feel like another human. I just felt like another patient in a room, which I was. And considering I was a low risk pregnancy, maybe the reason why my appointments were so rushed is because, you know, maybe the doctor had someone else to see. Like, you know, maybe I just didn't require as much time. And, you know, I don't know how the medical system works, honestly, but I just didn't like feeling like invisible still, in that sense. That's the way it's like so rushed, and, you know, there's nowhere for her to like sit or relax. So it's like just us in this little hallway type of room, and like just talking. It's like uncomfortable, and like again, it's gray, and there's like one poster like on the door or something. It just wasn't the vibe, okay? And that's really why I made the switch to a midwife. I just wasn't getting that light and that love and that energy and connection, and that's something that I really genuinely valued. Like, I just wanted to walk into a space that felt like a home, that felt like a community, and having that familial sense whenever I would come to my appointments. And that's essentially what I got exactly whenever I switched to Heart of Houston. Yeah. So those are the reasons why I switched. If you want to hear my experience at the birth center and how my prenatal appointments went and how my relationship with my midwives were, I can make a quick video about that, just explaining the key differences and what I valued, and, you know, just how I felt there, because I can say a lot about that. It was a beautiful time, and I would just do one video, but the way this video is already 20 minutes long and I really didn't even say like that much is kind of insane to me. So yeah, bye.